Mike Tyson, people talk to. People are there's certain people that are just crazy, man.
Well, these people that think that he don't stand a chance against Jake Paul, they're like, this shouldn't even because he's too old. I was like, I think you're crazy.
Well, they're definitely uninformed.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. He is 57 years old. He will be 58 when they fight. He has had a long fighting career. He has been knocked out by massive men like Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield. You know, he's had a lot of blows. And he's also doing this very unique kind of training with electrical muscular stimulation that I've talked to some people that do that. And it has massive benefits of rehabilitating injuries. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be shitting my pants.
Oh, bro.
Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul. Jake Paul's dead. There's a dark chamber in his mind that he can open up. The question is, can his body move along with it? But culturally, you versus Jake Paul, like this young YouTuber takes on one of the greatest heavyweight champions that's ever lived. Yeah. Oh, he's a lovely guy. His brother's great too. Logan's a really nice guy. Please? That fight would be gigantic.
Good. Let's do it, Jakey. God, wouldn't that be cool?
A good large percentage would want to see you knock his block off.
Mike Tyson people talk to people. Are there certain people that are just crazy, man? Well, these people that think that he don't stand a chance against Jake P. They're like this, shouldn't even like he because he's too old. Like I think you're crazy. Well, they're definitely uninformed. Yeah. Because here's the thing, he is 57 years old. He will be 58 when they fight. He has had a long fighting career. He has been knocked out by massive men like Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield. You know, he's had a lot of blows. And he's also doing this very unique kind of training with electrical muscular stimulation that I've talked to some people that do that. And it has massive benefits of rehabilitating injuries. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be shing my pants, bro. Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul. Jake Paul's dead. There's a dark chamber in his mind that he can open up. The question is, can his body move along with it? But culturally, you versus Jake Paul, like this young YouTuber, takes on one of the greatest heavyweight champions that's ever lived. Oh, he's a lovely guy. His brother's great too. Logan's a really nice guy. That fight would be gigantic. Let's do it, Jakey. God, wouldn't that be cool? A good large percentage would want to see you knock his block off. Joe Rogan just gave his verdict for the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight schedule for the 20th of July. Rogan believes underestimating either fighter in this mismatch of a boxing bout is foolish. Fans in the boxing world have been against the idea of a 58-year-old Mike Tyson fighting Paul, who is 3 decades younger. However, Rogan is of the belief that Mike Tyson is going to come in fully prepared for this fight. And he's leaving no stone unturned for this clash, where the entire world is going to watch him. By the looks of it, Rogan is backing Iron Mike to win this fight. However, he also has a lot of respect for Paul for taking this fight. But as a stern warning for the YouTuber turned boxer, just forget that Jake Paul is a YouTube guy and watch him. Box Kid can fight. That Tommy Fury fight really showed that goes to a split decision against a legit undefeated boxer. The one thing he doesn't want to do is fight Mike. No, he wants to fight Mike. I think why I don't give if he's 55, that's still Mike. Mike's in good shape too. He trains with AF Cordo. When you see him holding the mids for Tyson and Tyson smashing the mids like Jesus, that guy will hurt you. Recently, we also had the first official press conference in New York ahead of the fight, and both fighters were present. Both Mike Tyson and Jake Paul had their first public face-off, and it was worth watching Iron Mike's enthusiasm ahead of the applause. Showdown that was at Come Train. Applause. Congratulations on the baby. Mike Tyson is eager to display his strength and power at 58 years old. Both he and Paul were all smiles during the presser. As for Jake Paul, he expressed his confidence during the press conference. Paul is eager to show Iron Mike what he's capable of on fight night. By the way, how much you weigh these days? I'm heavy, big boy, 230s. Stan, all right. I'm a natural born heavyweight. This is what I was born to do, is to move up into this weight class. And I'm going to show Mike who has the more power. Because he's underestimating me. I think everyone else is underestimating me, and I believe that I hit harder. Mike Tyson was also asked some important questions about him fighting Jake Paul. He was asked about why he accepted the fight and the truth behind his 30-second training clips on social media. Iron Mike also had a startling response about his physical abilities going into this fight. Have a look, see Jake. Come, Mike, I'd be remiss if I don't start with you, my man, living legend. Who would have thought you fighting on Netflix in a fight that spans 4 generations? It's an unbelievable thing. Can you explain to the public, explain to the world, why this intrigued you, why you ultimately said yes to a fight against Jake Paul? Well, it was a no-brainer. It was just he's the new up-and-coming guy in the scene. And I'm shaking the sports world to his core. And I'm doing it now. It's just something I want to do. And so there has been a lot of talk about your age and the age difference between you two. What do you say to the critics? What do you say to the detractors? What do you say to the people who are saying, frankly, you are too old to be fighting a guy who's 28? Well, I'm beautiful. That's all I can. Applause. Say that's good enough for us. You do look to be in great shape. How is the training camp going? 'Cause we see the 30-second clips with Hale Cordo and your whole team. But could you give us a little more insight into how things are going? I'm doing great. But my body is __. Right now I'm really sore. I think you're playing possum. No, I wish. Well, you look to be in fantastic shape. And it's great to see you up here. Jake. Mike Tyson also took a dig at everyone who slammed him and Jake for making this fight. Jake, what do you say to people who say you're not good enough to box against the boxing legend? And Mike, what do you say to people who say you're too old to be fighting? Why don't we start with Mike? Go ahead. I think the people that said that wish they were up here, 'cause no one else can do it. Who else can do this? Who else can shut this sporting world down? No one else can do it this. So we've got the both of us, and we're going to do this. And we're friends. There's no that was friends. But in that ring, we're not going to be friends. That's just what it is. Jake Paul also shared his opinion on the critics and had a warning for everyone who criticized him. Yeah, a lot of people are doping me. I go on the Instagram comments, and I see them all saying if Jake wins this fight, it's rigged because of how incredible he looks. Age doesn't matter. Age is just a number. He's a killer. He's a warrior. He's been doing this his whole entire life, so it's second nature to him. I've been doing this for 4 years, and I've been doing it at a super high level. But on July 20th, I'm going to show the world that I can outbox Mike Tyson and prove everyone wrong, and show that I will be the one doing the killing. Paul also shared his thoughts on the difficulty in making this fight. Many might not know this, but it was Paul who came up with the idea to fight Mike Tyson. And he recently opened up about the complexities in making the fight happen. How hard was it to put this fight together, to get him to agree to fight you? It sounds like he was game from the jump. But how hard was it? Yeah, no, he was game. I think he's always wanted to do this. It's been a long time coming. We've been calling each other out for years. And we finally got to make it happen on Netflix, to the biggest platform in the world. And things just keep on getting bigger and better. The co-main event, this is quite literally history that we're looking at right here. And Mike wanted this. Mike wanted it to be a pro fight. He wants the war. And so I respect them for taking this fight, for stepping up to try to put an end to me, because that's what all these fighters have been trying to do, is end the YouTuber. And if Mike can do that, then he's a hero. Is that the goal here? Are you trying to put an end to Jake Paul? No, I really like Jake a lot, But once he's in that ring, he has to fight like his life is dependent on it, 'cause it will be Jake Paul. Also expressed his nervousness about the fight. He, however, clarified that he wants to get into the ring and overcome his fear. I know it's going to be tough. I know I'm going to have to fight through adversity. I know I might even go to the canvas. I'm scared, don't get me wrong. But it's not about the fear stopping me, it's about going into it, even though I am scared. And that's what true bravery is. Mike, can he take the power? Mike, excuse me, can Jake take your power? We're going to see how fans have misunderstood Jake Paul throughout the lead up to this fight. However, his latest press conference is an eye-opener, and he deserves some respect for taking this fight. But let's look at the criticism these two fighters have faced for making this fight. Bernard Hopkins was among the few who slammed Mike Tyson for taking this fight. He went so far to say that the boxing legend was degrading himself by taking this fight. Mike Tyson coming out to fight Jake Paul. I don't like it, is it? Because of the J, I look at Mike as like I look at him different in a way of my era, like people looked at Ollie. And I looked at Ollie different too, but not too many people. Marvin Hagler, like Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Robinson. I don't like it. I think it's become more of a sash with some sweat, maybe some blood. If we lucky, I won't watch it. No, I could find I can watch two turtles race and be more excited. Is it because of the advanced age of Mike Tyson and the youth of Jake Paul? Just a mismatch, or it because how I look at Mike Tyson, and I shared not only the ring with Mike Tyson a few times, but the error, right, a little tip of the error. I just think it degrades him, and you got someone to cover up like getting $100 million, getting $200 million. Please, okay, I believe I call it that itch when it comes to that itch. So you asking me when the fighter get that itch, what do you do to give it? That you take a shower. The other experts called this a sad day for boxing. And many expressed their doubts over Mike Tyson making it for this fight on this Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. Oh gee, it's a bit strange, is my interest. Not the interest is a low on, I don't know, I don't understand it. Any difference between this one? I wish well for Mike. Thank you so much, I appreciate. Yeah, you're asking the wrong guy. I'm a hardcore boxing fan. He's one of my heroes.